Alright guys, I got this Power Horse engine. Used very little, but it's been setting up for a while. So the first thing I've done is I put gas in it. And it's off right now, but when you turn it on, I mean, the tank's probably about half full. It should be running out of the petcock, but all it's doing is leaking out. And I ran the air compressor through that, and I can't get air to come out the other end, so that's clogged up. And this is dripping now, but it's not dripping out of here, it's just dripping. So I've already got my wrench, so I'm gonna take this off and let all that flush out. So we got a fuel issue. This needs to be cleaned because it's never gonna start if that carburetor don't get gas. So I sprayed some carb cleaner in here and it turned over. I got to get a new petcock for that. There's a bunch of grime in here. Now this thing will run. It's just I need to order that and probably just need to clean that. Well, to be good. I took the fuel tank off and it's rusted, and I'm going to rinse that out. But let me show you a little carburetor right here. You know, I broke that. I basically just broke the handle off. I mean, but it's gunked up anyway. And this right there is where it screws in, and it's just rust coming out of it. I don't know. I didn't show that on tape. But anyway, a bunch of rust came out. Just have to trust me on that. You know, this needs replacing, the breather hose. Probably what I'm gonna do is just, when I look at this, I'll pay to see what a carburetor cost. I'll try to see what a breather hose cost. Can't be that much. I mean, if this is 20 and under, which I speculate it is, I'll probably just get one. And that can't be a few dollars. This thing ought to be up and running because it will run. Here. It's on. Did that. That tells me it's going to run. So it's okay to spend a little money on it. And, you know, it's not worth that much anyway, but I want it running. I'm going to try to clean the carburetor, clean the fuel tank and the petcock. I'm going to try to get it where it's open. There it is. So let's go take this bowl off and take it apart. See what's in there. Ooh, yeah, it's nasty. This is as bad as what was in the gas tank. Let me show it to you. See, that's terrible. So I put the pin was stuck in the jet. So let's see if this don't loosen it up. It's starting to warm up. I got the petcock in there. See in there? Let's see. Can't tell if you can see in there or not. Ooh, there it is. See how nasty that is? Yeah, it is. So I'm back in the shop. And this carburetor might be too far gone because this needle, focus, that needle was stuck in this jet bad enough where I had to get my needle nose pliers and pull it out. Okay, while all that's cleaning, I thought, why was that gas line not blowing air through it? Well, I took this rod and started pushing it through it. Look what's coming out. I mean, that thing was full of gas. That tells you how bad it was. That's terrible. That's what was in the gas line. Obviously, I mean, from the outside, it looks okay. But look at that. That's horrible. All right, so the part came in. This is the fuel shutoff. Fit nicely. I just screwed that on. This was the old one that was plugged up, and I broke that. All right, so it's a few days later. I got the new carburetor in. Got gaskets. You just saw me put the fuel shutoff on. I snugged it up. Hopefully it's good enough to where it don't leak gas. Put that in there so the spiders don't crawl inside the engine. So we're going to put the carburetor on. I got some new fuel line. We're going to cut it to length. Reapply all this and hopefully get this running. Hey, if you like these kind of videos, subscribe to Murphy Mower. All right. All right, so I got everything put together. One little trick. So, you know, this carburetor is correct, but this choke lever was designed for this motor, and I didn't order it, you know. So in other words, this choke lever is what came with it. It basically wasn't tall enough to go over this box. I mean, it works. So I had to go back to the old choke lever, so don't throw your stuff away. So I had to reuse that, which is fine. I mean, it actually looks more cut better. But anyway, so that. And I'm just making sure there's no leaks here before I go starting it up. So it's on. I'm checking for leaks here. Fuel should be going into the carburetor now. Might shorten that hose down just a hair, but I think it's fine. So before I put all the air breather on, I'm gonna crank it over, see if it don't work. It's on choke. I'm gonna put my hand not on the muffler. Gas is on. Hopefully it flowed in there. We'll see. So that's all we're doing on this video. But remember, the key to all that is I sprayed carb cleaner on it early on, basically putting fuel directly to the engine, and it ran long enough to burn that off. So that means that everything runs. It has spark, had compression, everything was running on it, so that's good. And you saw the fuel line and the gas tank and all that. I flushed it out I could probably put, you know, maybe sometime I'll take the gas tank back off and put rocks in it and shake it around. But I felt like I did it good enough. And I did a lot off camera, spraying water in there and just getting the chunks out. So I think that's gonna be okay. So it's all fuel. And you saw what came out of that fuel line. It was terrible. But so it's basically a whole new fuel system. And that's what's wrong with these engines 99% of the time is fuel. So anyway, that's it. I'm out.